Folks, the finals season 4 is a massive W. Alright, we're going to have a look at the patch notes, and I'm also going to give my thoughts. But first of all, the new map, it's a 7 out of 10. It's a good map, it's a really nice map, but it's a little bit boring. It's a bit too familiar to Soul. I would rather if they were a bit more creative with it, but it's nice, it plays nice. Alright, 3 new weapons. Akimbo Deagles. These are very good. They're very, very, very strong. Strong at range, strong at close range, good headshot damage, but they're really difficult to use. You have to aim down sights or else your bullet's going to go all over the place. I think a lot of people are going to try these and they're going to drop them because they're too hard to use. The Pike DMR rifle. It's like the LH1 for medium. It's good. The Pike is quite good. It's not very good at close range, but it's very strong. And I think if you take off the sight, which you can do now, if you take off the red dot sight, it's going to be a lot easier to use. The light shotgun. This is basically the model for light. It's very strong. I think it's going to get nerfed. It's very strong at the moment. It's not better than the double bar for me. I think it's great. I think it's going to get nerfed because of how easy it is to use. They added sights and scopes. So the big takeaway here is the M60, the silenced pistol, and the AK. Those weapons, and also the M11, those weapons are going to be so much better now because you can put a sight on them and you take away the visual clutter. It's not even the sight that's the benefit, it's taking away the visual clutter, so the M60 is going to look much nicer. World Tour ranks, they added platinum and diamond ranks. I checked the rewards, there's no rewards out yet other than multi-box, so I don't think World Tour is going to be as popular this time around. But they haven't shown the Emerald reward yet, so I'm guessing we might get an Emerald skin and that'll bring people to play World Tour. The ranked mode is cash out, so terminal attack is gone. This is what we were all waiting for. This is going to be good. They have a lot of patch notes here about cash out, and the main takeaway was they're going to be disabling all the events. No low gravity, no alien invasion, that's all gone. So they're trying to take away RNG. From what I can tell, they're trying to take away as much RNG as possible. They're minimizing third-party fights. They're keeping the World Tour rules. The World Tour changes are staying. So deposit bonus is back. So ranked, you have 30% deposit bonus and 10% team wipe. This is interesting. They pointed out that heavies are overly nerfed according to the community. They're saying that heavy is the least used class and light is the most used class. But they also pointed out that the heavy class is the highest win rate, and this is true. If you look at the leaderboards, the top players, they all use heavy and they all have a heavy in their team. They're kind of justifying the nerfs to the heavy class with that statement. Gravity Cube gets buffed, Breach Charge buff, cool. Data Reshaper, cool. Explosive Mine nerf. This is good. I like this. They nerf the damage and they nerf the amount that you can place at once. So you place an explosive mine, then you have to wait 15 seconds to place the second one. So you can't double stack instantly. The flashbang got a huge buff. I'm going to show you a clip. I got flashbanged in a game of Bankit and it felt like it lasted forever. They increased the effect from 4 seconds to 4.5. They also increased the radius. So the flashbang is really strong now. I'm going to see a lot of players use the flashbang in comp teams. Glitch Trap nerfed, decreased ammo from 2 to 1. This is great. RPG, if you go back to my season 4 wish list, I predicted a lot of these changes. The mines and also the RPG down from 140 to 100 damage. This is good, and also the reload time has increased. I like this. The RPG should never, and they'll say it right here, it should never be intended to be an opener. So you know, you drop the RPG and then you finish them off with your gun. That shouldn't have never been the case. So they want to make it more of a destruction item. That's good. A dematerializer. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to increase the depth of it, but I don't think they've succeeded because I've seen clips and it just looks like it's taken way too many tiles. So yeah, the depth is increased, but it's removing way too many tiles and it's actually helping the enemies catch up to you. If you're trying to run through a small gap in a wall, you dematerialize the wall and it removes way too many tiles so that you can just get shot straight through it. They'll have to give that another look. Goo Gun is now fully automatic. Don't really know what that means. Heal Beam nerfed. That's good. The Heal Beam is still going to be the most important gadget in the heavy medium teams or the heavy medium teams. The Heal Beam is still going to be used, so it's good that it got nerfed. Mesh Shield got a huge nerf. I don't really get this because they're leaving Charge and Slam the way it is, and it's the best ability in the game. Charge and Slam is way too strong. Mesh Shield, I mean, I understand what they're trying here, and they're trying to remove the meta of shields and heal beams and setting up. They're trying to remove that campy playstyle that all the top players use, and it is very successful. Obviously, if you look at the top players, watch their streams, they all play like this: shields, dome shields, barricades, heal beams. So they're trying to remove this, but I don't think it's fair to just keep nerfing that and not nerf the charge and slam playstyle, because I think that's just too strong. Burst pistol, once again, these are the same things that they did last season. Decrease the recoil, increase the damage. It's still just gonna be so bad. The AKM getting an ammo nerf and not a change to the recoil. It's good that they didn't change the recoil. I predicted that in my wish list. They're gonna keep the AK and the FK the same. They're gonna change the Lewis and the M60. So this is good. Nerf from 36 to 32. You never need, if you ever needed 36 bullets in the first place, there's something wrong with your aim. So this is good. CL40, a lot of people are going to be happy about this. It 2 shots lights now, it 3 shots mediums, and it also 3 shots a heavy. So, you know, it's kind of back to the way it was. I don't think it's going to be very strong, but it's still, it's kind of going back to where it was, and the people who use it are going to be really happy with that. So you can now hold the backstab on the dagger. This is good. I like that. That's good. The Lewis gun, recoil is better. I went into the practice range and it was like really easy to control. They've like really nerfed the previous recoil change, so this is good. Very good for the Lewis gun. The LH1 gets a huge nerf. I think that's a huge nerf right there. That's half its range. After they reverted the change in season 3, I thought the LH1 was like, I've never seen anyone use it since then. M60. So now the M60 has a fire rate increase and the recoil is so easy to control. The M60 is definitely better than the Lewis gun. I can definitely say that. A small buff to the grenade launcher. The bow got a buff. That's good. But yeah, that's a nice buff to the time to draw it. Riot shield, it's a good damage buff. Double barrel buff to the reload time. That's a little bit unnecessary. I'm very happy about that. I love the double barrel, but that's a little bit unnecessary. That's good. I'm happy with that. But yeah, spear, that's not going to change. It's still probably the worst weapon in the game. Second worst maybe. So the sniper is no longer hit scan after 40 meters. So up to 40 meters, it's the very same weapon. After 40 meters, it now has a drop off. I went into the practice range. It's the very same. It still follows the same trajectory. If you aim at the head, you're going to hit the head. It just takes longer to get there. It's a slower bullet travel. Sword got a buff. I don't really think we can be that mad at that. I think sword players will rely on their teammates, and a good sword player is going to be happy with this, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. It's a good buff though. So you can now hold the all fire and the throw knives. This is what they should have done before they ever touched the throw knives in the first place. This should have been the very first buff in season 2 or season 3 that they should have added. I think now that you can do this, and they still haven't added a stamina bar or a reload animation, I think the throw knives are going to be so strong this season. I don't understand why you don't have to reload with the throw knives. Any player can pick them up and just spam and spam and spam. I think they really need to go back on this and add the reload animation. XP54, nerf to the damage. It's not good enough really. I think you still need to nerf the range. I went into the practice range. This goes the exact same. It's like 18 to 16 damage makes no difference whatsoever. It's the range that's the problem. Bring back the 18 damage and drop the damage fall off. Overall, for the most part, it's a solid update. Very nice. We now have mustaches. I also predicted this in the season 4 wishlist video. So my character, he looks epic. Halto sponsor. Halto is the best. If you don't go with Halto, I don't know what you're doing. The battle pass is nice. They have some nice items. Overall, if I was to rate this season, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Because we didn't get any specializations and we didn't get any new gadgets. Also, I'm quite disappointed that the Ruby skin is the Lewis gun. I wish we could choose what Ruby we get or what diamond skins that we get, but yeah. Anyways, thanks very much for watching. Good luck then.